What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good. I'm so happy today. It's a beautiful day. It's a Monday, and I hope you good too. I'm looking forward to the day. Feel so excited. Thank you very much for stopping by. You are very much appreciated. I see you watching us from all over the place. Thank you. Thank you. Please, this is your first time. Feel free to subscribe. Click on the button. I'm sure you don't like each other. I mean, we're the same people, right? I'm sure I look like your cousin or your nephew, your uncle, maybe, one of those things. Yeah, I'm sure you look like one of my sisters too, or brothers, or one of my, you know what I mean? Especially the ones we kicked away. I'm just joking. It's a real pleasure to be here with you guys, exchange, learn, and talk to one another so we can learn about the motherland, our people, and further. So today we're talking about Suella Braverman. Have you ever heard of that? Suella Braverman from the UK? Yeah, Suella Braverman is going to be our subject today, and I hope we're going to get something very interesting out of it. So Suella Braverman is the Home Secretary of the United Kingdom. Yes, she's at it again. So today she says something very interesting. She said multiculturalism is not working, meaning bringing people together from different places, living together. You know how we always think like you can bring an Arab, an Indian, an African, Irish person, get them to live together in peace and respect each other and have a good society. She said it's not working. No, it's not working. So everybody must stay home. Stay in your country, stay in your village because, well, bringing everybody together is not working. You're just not compatible. That's what she's saying in a very good English. So she's saying that multiculturalism has failed, and she called the law created by the UK to accept people from other places as an outdated asylum. Outdated asylum. Braverman, UK top minister, spoke in Washington at the American Enterprise Institute, where she challenged multiculturalism as a misguided dogma that it failed to integrate foreign nationals in a new country. She said uncontrolled immigration is inadequate. Integration and multiculturalism has been a toxic combination for Europe. So in other words, people coming from other places, other countries, other continent, Asia, Africa, whatever, coming to Europe is toxic to Europe. Okay, I know, fellas, this is a lady, very interesting. I know you're probably asking yourself a question. Is she entitled to say that? Okay, this is the Home Secretary Ministry of the UK. It's just very interesting, all these people. They will choose somebody from another continent to bring the harshest rules. Have you noticed that? In the USA, whenever they want to say something negative about Africa, they will use an African American to say it. If you notice, when they say whichever African country will deal with the Russians, they're going to be sanctioned by the USA.
If a country decides to engage with Russia where there are sanctions, then they are breaking those sanctions. They're breaking our sanctions, and in some cases, they're breaking UN sanctions with other countries. And we caution countries not to break those sanctions because then, if they do, they stand the chance of having actions taken against them for breaking.
They use them, African American women, to say it. Whenever they say African countries who are dealing with Russia must be punished, they use a congressman, African American, to say it. You see that's a way to separate the racism from, you know what I mean? Then in the UK, they have a harshest immigration law they want to import. They're going to use somebody who's not naturally, you know what I mean, naturally from the UK to express it. So it doesn't sound too, too racist. By the way, it's somebody like you who says you shouldn't be coming here anymore. So who is Suella Braverman to say that multiculturalism is not working? Suella Braverman is a descendant of, let's see very quickly. Very quickly. She's a daughter of Uma Motre Pillai and Christy Fernandez, both of Indian origin, who immigrated to Britain in the 1960s from Mauritius and Kenya, respectively. So both his parents are foreigners. One from India, the other one from Mauritius. But from India, but came from Mauritius. India, but came from Kenya. Then they went to the UK. That's where she was born. You get it? Now she's one of the harshest conservative who don't want you to go to the UK. Don't go to the UK. No, multiculturalism is not working. Stay in your country. And that's the reason why there was Brexit. So Britain exited Europe. Britain separated from Europe to avoid all these people from Morocco, from Cote d'Ivoire, from Nigeria coming into Europe. After you get asylum seekers in Spain, then you cross the channel, you go to the UK because you're European. And also many people even came to Europe. They will ask for refugee paper in Europe, then later on go to the UK because life in the UK is obviously different from the Europe, whatever you call Europe. So Suella Braverman say enough of it. So fellas, I think this is not the first time. A while back they came back with a concept to avoid people coming from France crossing the channel because many people came, whether it's Belgium, Spain, France, then they will go to the northern France border and try cross the channel, cross the sea into Britain because they feel like Britain is better for them. They have a much better opportunity. Okay, the pound is much more, heavier than euro. So they will want to go, most immigrants, most Africans, whether they went for the right reason or not, they decided in Britain to stop that. They call it stop the boat. We're going to stop this emerging trend of Africans coming into UK via the boat. Stop the boat.
Stopping the boats is one of the 5 promises the Prime Minister has made to the British people, and it's my top priority. That's why today I'm announcing a new illegal migration bill to do exactly that. The Prime Minister and I have been working flat out for months to bring this legislation to Parliament. This bill will mean that if you come here illegally, you will not be able to stay. You will be detained and removed to your home country if safe, or a safe third country like Rwanda. We are committed to helping those in need, like the hundreds of thousands of people we have supported from Ukraine, Afghanistan, and Hong Kong in recent years. But it's not fair that people who travel through a string of safe countries and then come to the UK illegally can jump the queue and game our system. This bill will bring an end to that. Enough is enough. We must stop.
Then they say, okay, from now on, we're not going to accept any more people here in the UK. If you come here in the UK looking for asylum seeker, we're going to send you to Rwanda. They signed an agreement with Rwanda saying all people from the motherlands coming to the UK looking for asylum going to be sent to Rwanda, and Rwanda will accept them because Rwanda is a nice country. Rwanda is a peaceful country. You can't say that you're being persecuted in Africa anymore. We can send you back to Africa and Rwanda. And by the way, they look just like you, so it's fine. You're going to be okay. You don't have to integrate into anything different. They're people just like you. And then they came up with the concept of creating something in the middle of the sea. Yeah, a prison in the middle of the sea. People who come to the UK illegally going to be sent into a prison, like a house in the middle of the sea. So you can't even run away from this house. It's like Alcatraz the prison. Yeah, that's where they were going to keep people. She says, while the UK is no longer part of the European Union, it has been struggling to deal with an increased number of immigrants arriving in small boats across the English Channel from France. It has passed legislation to detain and deport illegal immigrants who arrive on small boats, and is battling to be able to deport illegal immigrants to Rwanda because they're trying to do it, but now they're arresting everybody who's coming through the boat. Braverman also questioned whether the 1951 United Nations Refugee Convention was fit for modern age. She questioned the 1951 United Nations Refugee Convention. She said, was it fit for today? So whatever you signed as paper, accepting people from all over the world in case of difficulties and war, is not fit today. That's for 1951, not now. She also says, we will not be able to sustain an asylum system if simply being gay or a woman or fearful of discrimination in your country of origin is sufficient to qualify for protection. We will not accept you anymore if simply being gay or being a woman or being fearful of discrimination in your country is the reason why you're coming here. Many people have done it for the right reason because they were really persecuted, but the majority of people who do that lie. Yeah, I even know a pastor went and lied. He was a pastor. A pastor lied. He said, no, I'm persecuted because of my gender. You know what I mean? Then once he got there, he created a church. Like, how do you begin a church with a lie? I don't get that. How do you start a church with a lie? I'm persecuted. And some people even lie. They say, my country, my government is looking for me. I even seen a guy, he recreated a journal, the newspaper with his name on. He tapped everything on Photoshop. He's wanted. just so you can get asylum seeker. Unbelievable. So the UK is tired, fellas. Don't go and lie anymore that, yeah, it's because you like people like yourself. That's why your community is rejecting. I know a lot of people are lying. You're lying. Stay in your country, man. Build Africa. Make Africa nice. Why do you hate your countries? I saw somebody say, oh, if you're Nigerian, you want to immigrate in this country, now the door is open for Iceland. Why are you running away from Nigeria? No, why are you running away from Nigeria? If you're not happy with whatever happening in Nigeria, Nigeria is millions of people, hundreds of millions. Overtake the government. Push the people that are destroying the country. I mean, they won't kill you, all of you. They can't. How can they kill you everybody? No, they can't kill everybody. Stand up. Fight. Some people will fall, but revolution will come. You can't run away from your country. Why do Africans run away from their countries? I know some Africans run more than others, but why don't you love Africa? I mean, if your country is really messed up, which I can completely understand, go to the next country. Go to the next African country. Go make it happen. There are countries that are stable, provided that you go legally and you do the right things. Don't go sell drugs and funny things and pimp people and stuff like that. No. Go to the next country, do the right thing. Build Africa, fellas. Create businesses. It's very hard for you to become a millionaire in Europe or Britain. Trust me. It's not easy. But you can do it in Africa because everything is still blank. There's so much things to do, so much things to create. It's like a blank paper. You can do anything you like. And they don't squeeze you like this for tax either. So why? What is it? Braverman say multiculturalism is not working. Multiculturalism. We are integrated. We are many different people from one. If you look at the Moroccans in France and Belgium, a Moroccan, when Morocco is playing against France, even if he's been there, even if he's born in Belgium or France, he will always support Morocco. He will dress up in Morocco. That's what they say. I'm not saying it. They say it. They know it. Even the king of Morocco knows it. A Moroccan can never be anything else than Moroccan. They can come to the country and profit from the system, like everybody else will do. But they will never change. They will never be integrated completely. It's not just the Moroccans, many other people. Many people from different places go to places not to be part of the place. They go to places, recreate what they left in the country. That's the thing. You leave your country, Ghana, Zambia, Zimbabwe. You go meet Zambian, Zimbabweans, and why? Stay in Zambia, stay in Zimbabwe, build Zambia and Zimbabwe, build your continent. Why are you creating Lusaka in UK? Why are you creating Lagos in... No. So they are tired of you. They are tired of us. Let's go back home, build. If things are not working, come together like one person and voice yourself. They can't kill everybody. If you can't stand together as one person, then you're not a nation. Go choose a different nation of people who think like you. Maybe you can progress. Maybe in different years, different era, your country will be a country. But for now, let's leave them at peace. I understand Braverman doesn't have the right to speak like this. Her being an immigrant herself. But well, she's legal and she's a minister. So what can we do? Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. God bless.